Warning. The following content is intended for immature audiences only. The opinions of these two fine gentlemen should not be taken seriously at all.
The JTS 51 Podcast. Introducing your hosts, JT and Sai.
Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of the JTS 51 podcast. Introducing myself, my name is JT, and my co-host Sai. Sai, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not so bad. We're again.
Yeah, we're back.
Hey, listen, you should come here often.
Exactly that. I was going to ask you the same thing. That's it, we're back. People, the haters said we wouldn't do an episode 2, Sai. They said we wouldn't make it past episode 1. Well, guess
haters
who's
been
back?
minding your missus, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't say how
what
many.
What are you idiots
haters.
doing again this week?
Exactly
Did you
that,
do
mate.
it last week, eh?
Yeah, didn't you waste your time last week? Oh god. We're back, baby. So yeah, episode 1 I thought was fantastic, and I would say that because I want it to be fantastic.
Humble.
And yeah, we are. Absolutely, yes, we are. We're down to earth, goddammit.
Rogan,
the best podcast in the
coming
world.
for you.
He's got nothing on us. He's got nothing on us. No, brilliant. We hope you enjoyed last week. And this week, I think we were focusing on carrying on a few stories. One of them was inappropriate times we laughed, either at work or in life, just in general. So, Sai, give us a story, mate.
Right. See, all of my stories are just toilet humour.
It's perfect. That's what we
All
want.
right.
Sai, that's what the listeners need, and that's what they want. Pure filth.
All right. So, this one makes me laugh just thinking about it. And this comes back to childish humour yet again.
Yeah.
At one of my old places, they were implementing a new system, as you do. Obviously, everybody has to go in, get some training. Okay. 20-odd people in this room getting trained by this guy. Now, the guy that was doing the training was super dry. You know the type. Very monotone, no expression to their thing. This is what you do. You click this button. Just don't ask any questions because you'll be there. Yeah, you'll be there.
Absolutely.
You'll be there longer than you need to be. Everybody's falling asleep in the first 15 minutes.
And he knows it. He knows. He knows he's not the most entertaining. Yeah. He just wants to get his job done, damn it.
Get it done. Get paid. Put everybody to sleep. They've all got it. They didn't ask any questions. Anyway, the thing with this story is one of the terms that they used was to connect orders together. So I think I can't quite remember. Like you had the shop floor order and something. Anyway, the term was called pegging. Right? Right.
You had a seminar on pegging in the
right. So this is it. So this guy for half an hour stood there completely, everything else leading up to that point.
Oh God.
Everyone's falling asleep. And then suddenly we get to pegging.
That's it. That's going to wake anyone up. Jeez.
There's a few snickers in the corner behind me because I knew exactly what they were laughing about.
Yeah.
But the next half an hour was just him explaining everything to do with pegging in a workspace.
Oh, my God. Pegging within a workspace.
Do you know what I mean?
Mate, that would set me off straight away.
And it's one of those conversations where as soon as you drop the word pegging in front of anything, right now this guy's looking around the room wondering, what the hell is someone farted in the corner or something?
Yeah.
And so he's just standing there. PowerPoint presentation, pegging. Size 200 font printed on the wall.
Emphasized.
All the kids in the room, me included, sniggering in the background.
Yeah.
And they're trying to understand what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was an inappropriate. Well, not that inappropriate, I suppose. But yeah, you're supposed to be in there for training.
I think so. If for anyone that doesn't,
go for it. That's probably what you should do. Try and get through this sentence.
Do you know what?
Laughing.
I'm gonna take the easy way out. I'm gonna say just Google pegging and Urban Dictionary.
No. Okay, what is it with you?
I'm getting our listeners into trouble
at work. You're gonna have the 3 listeners that we've got at work.
That's it. They've got to get in trouble. They've got to get in trouble. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, like I said, if you do want to find out what pegging is, all you've got to do is log onto Google, type in the term pegging, and look for the Urban Dictionary definition, and you should have your answer. Do not click on images unless Unless you're hardened for that kind of thing, I suppose.
Choose your words carefully in this conversation.
Yeah, I got to think about everything I say. It's crazy. Yeah, no, that is honestly, when it comes to that kind of stuff, not pigging, but I'm talking about not pigging. I'm talking about. Do you know what it is? Inappropriate stuff at work, which you shouldn't find funny. I am the worst. Honestly, I could, just like my last story when me and my colleague were just had to look at each other. I can't keep my my face kind of like still. Like if I find something funny, I somehow show it in my face, whether it's like my eyes closing or I'm trying to cover my whole face, like just to cover my laugh, or I just can't help it. I can't stop. Kind of not showing that I'm laughing. I'm so.
And the
immature,
worst
man.
thing is trying to hide the laugh. It's either you just need to deadpan it,
Yep.
nothing, or
Yep.
you almost just need to laugh, because
That's
the
right.
sniggers under your breath, they last
Yeah.
for longer. So in this, like I said, in this instance, this could have
Yeah.
been over and done with. He could have said, right, I appreciate what I've said here. You lot go and take 5, come back, and we'll carry on with the pegging. Right. To which everyone goes, no, all right, thanks. Right.
Can you imagine signing the release forms after that? Like every employee has to agree they were told about pegging. They learnt about pegging in the workplace.
Yeah, you know the form that you said, like, I understand this part of the process.
That's right. Yeah.
Like you get at work, you know, oh yeah, I understand how to do step 1, step 2, step 3 is pegging.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I came home to my missus and she goes, what have you been doing today? And I was pegging with the boss.
She'll be like, what?
Well, as long as you get promotion, I suppose.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, anything for the job, anything for the promotion. Go on, get inside. Bring that money home by any means. Oh, do you know what? It reminds me of, speaking of a work environment, my first ever full-time job, right? I come out of uni and I started working at the airport. Now, I was working in customer services. So me and this girl, we both of us got the job. So there's only 2 job openings, and we've both got the job. Walk in the first day. It's about 7:00 in the morning. We were told to go to a building in T5, in Terminal 5 in Heathrow. And we walk in and we're waiting for the manager or the supervisor. I think it was the supervisor actually, to come in, introduce us, give us the induction and all that kind of stuff. So me and her are sitting down. I said to her, "Oh, how are you doing? Like, you know, congratulations. You know, we both got the role. How are you feeling?" She goes, "Yeah, good, thanks. I don't feel great." I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong?" She goes, "Oh, I received a bit of bad news this morning." I was like, "Oh no, that's a shame. What is it?" And then just as I said that, the supervisor comes in. Supervisor is an Indian dude, right? And he's got a grasp of the English language, but it wasn't like perfect English. So it was a little bit broken, but you can understand exactly what he means, what he's trying to say. So he comes in, says, "Hey guys, how you doing? Jay, how you doing?" I said, "Yeah, I'm really good, thanks." And he goes to the girl, "How you doing?" And he turns around and he starts faffing about with some papers, right? So he's getting the induction papers stuff ready.
Yeah.
The girl then proceeds to tell us exactly why she was a bit upset that morning. She goes, "Yeah, I'm okay. It's just not a good day when you just found out your uncle passed away." And I looked at her and I said, "Oh God!" And then the supervisor's turned around. He's still faffing with his papers. He turns around, looks at us, sits down, smiles, and says, "Ah, good, good." It's like he completely didn't hear what she said, right? And I'm in shock at this moment because he's smiling so innocently towards her, and I'm just there looking at both of them like, what the fuck has just gone on here? And honestly, I cracked up, and it was honestly just so bad. Do you know that noise you make when you kind of like, you laugh unexpectedly, like like that, right? I did that, but I turned away from them both. I started looking away. I tried holding my face like this. Mate, I could not stop laughing. I had to literally sneeze, and I walked outside just to pretend I was having a bit of a sneezing fit. And I had to compose myself and come back. But I was just like, what? That's the worst way to start a job. First of all, not the fact your uncle died, which is absolutely sad, but the fact that the supervisor was just not listening at all and expected like a normal, "Yeah, I'm okay, how are you?" kind of answer. He just sat down, turned towards her and started smiling and said, "Good, good." I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but the thing with that also is that he clearly didn't hear her.
Absolutely.
But from the other end of this, the other way around, listening to the girl telling the story, he's just sat down in front of her, smiled at her, gone, "Yep, good. Let's do some filing."
It was just the
That's
worst.
sympathy for you. Eh?
It
I
was just
bet
the
you,
worst.
speaking about what we were talking about last time, I bet this guy makes it to a CEO, ruthless. That's
Yeah,
what we were
absolutely.
saying.
Yeah, or
Eh?
maybe, do you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe he heard everything, but he was just like, yeah, good.
That's
Character
another
building.
one.
Character
Maybe
building.
he's the Grim Reaper from Bill and Ted. That's
He's
another
like,
one.
Got my job done. Target acquired. Oh no, mate. Honestly, that's one of the most saddest and funniest stories that I could experience in my life. It was just, I felt so bad for her, but what made me laugh was her face and his face. So she's obviously told him it's a bad day, and he's turned around back to her and he's smiling profusely, like a really intensively, like he's trying to give a good impression. And she's just like, what the fuck? I can't,
know
mate, I
it's
lost
not
it. I lost it. It's so sad, but it's so funny because, do you know what? Like,
You're sick, mate. You're sick.
mate.
But I can
boxes
imagine
here,
it. On one side, you got like this, you got this like deadpan look of this girl that's like really upset, and on the other one, you just got this really cheery Indian guy.
That's right, and he's just, mate, it was so polarizing. Both their kind of moods were so polarizing. Oh man, and I was just like, what a start to the job that is.
What is it with you and new jobs?
Do you know what? I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, like it's a proper gamble. There's been some jobs where first days have gone brilliantly, and there's some days where jobs have gone so badly. I don't know what it is, mate. I don't know what it is, but yeah, like I said, man, I'm the worst when it comes to inappropriate times to laugh. It's with him. And the thing is, because I laugh a lot, like I smile a lot, and I want to smile when I'm not meant to. I get accused of doing a lot of things I never do. I just get accused just because I've got a bit of a guilty face. So just because I laugh at something, everyone automatically assumes I did it. I'm just like, no, I'm laughing at the awkwardness of the situation. Oh, do you know what I mean? It's like someone could be like, "Who ate that last piece of pizza?" And I'll be like, "What?" And they'll be like, "Oh, it was you, was it, Jay?" I was like, "No, whoa! I'm just laughing. That's not a sign of admission." Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm the worst. I'm the worst person.
In this day and age, it could be.
The double bluff. It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's a segue for you. Speaking of dead relatives.
Oh shit.
No. Right. Now, actually, this is my uncle. He has passed away, and he was a funny guy, and he was a character. So I think he would also laugh. And he was an Indian. No, listen, I've got a deadpan it.
Right? Let's go.
Hang on. Yeah, this is my uncle, and he passed away.
Oh, damn. Good. It's bad, isn't
You're
it?
rubbish. You're never going to make it to the top.
Mate. See?
I was expecting the bad accent. You should be brilliant at it.
Do you know what? I'm trying to put it on.
What's going on?
I can't physically do it. I don't know what's going on. I should be really good, but nah. I think I'm overthinking it.
Oh, where did I get to? Yes.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, dead uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, mate, for the sympathy.
Sorry. It's not even funny.
I know. Why are you laughing?
Terrible. All right,
I don't know why I'm friends with you, honestly.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, let's start again. Okay, so yeah, R.I.P. to Uncle. Let's do this.
Right. Anyway, so I should set up. He was a funny guy. He was a character. I got really well with him, so he would find this story amusing, right? Right. He was a big dude for his whole life, right? Okay. Right. So obese, big guy, right? He knew it. He used to take the mick out of himself. He didn't have a problem with it. He was just like, it is what it is. I am who I am. If you don't like it, poke off. Which is a great attitude to have.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Great attitude to have. Anyway, so he passed away during COVID, with all the lockdown nonsense, couldn't go to the funeral, blah, blah, blah. So the close family did the funeral thing, and then they were going to spread the ashes as soon as everybody come out of lockdown. Fine. So we got the call. Yeah, it's this date. Go down, no problem. Yeah, and it was only like a very, very small service because they'd already done the proper service. This was just like a spread the ashes type thing, right?
Yeah.
And so the vicar comes out, and he had his ashes in. It's like an urn thing, but I don't know what it actually was. It's like this. It looked like a copper thing. I don't know. Somebody will have to tell me what it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Did the speech, ashes, whatever it is. Anyway, starts pouring out these ashes, right? These ashes were going for it. Like he was tipping it and they were going, and he was tipping it and they were going, and he was tipping it and they were going, right? They just wouldn't stop coming out of this thing. I know he was a big guy, right? I heard exactly like you were saying earlier about somebody laughing and keeping it under their breath.
Yeah.
My cousin was creasing up.
That's the worst. If someone starts, right? That's the worst.
And his brother was also laughing. I turned around to look at these two, and there was the three of us laughing like little school children about what was going on, right? Like, everybody else was trying to be all quiet and
respectful.
And we looked at each other. We like shared a little chuckle as you do. It carried on. I think one of them even said something to him, and he's still pouring out.
It's just never ending. It's just never ending.
But the thing was, he also did the thing like, I can't even think how you would describe it, where you get a pot and you sort of shake it around a bit to make sure you get all the stuff
right.
What are you doing? It's not a yogurt pot. I thought he was going to get a spoon like a yogurt pot and just start scraping.
Start scraping it out, licking the lid.
What are you doing? What is going on? Anyway, so there's the three of us laughing like little children in the corner at this guy. And the thing is, right, at the start of this thing, I was quite upset. And by the end of it, I was like,
in laughter,
give it up,
in tears. Yeah,
give it up.
I think your uncle planned it that way. To be fair, give you one last laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Nah, you know what? That's the thing, right? I mean, you know you're not meant to laugh at these things, right? Absolutely no, you're not meant to laugh. But it's just like, even at a funeral, something could set it off. And it's so bad with me. I think I just find like humor in everything, which is terrible. I don't know. Actually, it's not terrible. I suppose it's a great thing. But when it comes to like inappropriate times, I can't help myself. I need to have a chuckle to myself, or I need to distract myself somehow. Normally pinch, if you got your hand in your pocket, just pinch your leg. Just stop yourself from laughing.
But it's always at churches. Churches are, I've got to be careful how I say this. Churches are the worst in that respect, when you have to be like, funerals and stuff like that. And it's always the kids. If you you're supposed to be silent, you're supposed to be quiet. And the vicar will be saying something, the kid will be farting in the corner. And you're like, come on. Right. I was at one, I think it was, this wasn't a sad occasion. This was like one of my niece's christenings or something like that. Anyway, so this vicar was saying, I'm not even sure I'm using the right terms here, vicar, whatever. Anyway, he was doing his thing, and it kind of went silence for appreciation for something or other. Anyway, and this kid just said, Mummy, why has that bloke got his butt hanging out? It was one of those Muriel things of like Jesus disciples, and obviously they're all in their cloth and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, you know what? Kids can be so innocent. They say it quite loud as well. They don't know their tone.
Yeah,
Oh, that will set me off as well, mate. That will set me off. Do you know what? Talking of funerals, I remember a few years back, I went to a funeral, right? And it was an older lady, kind of like a friend of a friend. So it's quite, everyone's quite sad. We're walking. So we're near the end. And so I'm walking with this total stranger next to me. You know how it is. It doesn't matter who's next to you. You're just going to be respectful and you're just going to walk along, whatever. So he comes up to me and I was like, yeah, you all right, Uncle? He goes, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. He goes, how are you? I said, yeah, I'm good. He goes, how did you know so-and-so? And I said, who? And he goes, how did you know so-and-so? I said, Uncle, I think you might be at the wrong place. This is a funeral for, the lady's name. He goes, oh, bloody hell. And then he grabs his hat and he hightails it out there. Honestly, he sat in a half an hour funeral for the wrong person. And I was just like, oh no, like that's so bad. And as he turned around and ran, mate, I lost it. I was just thinking, fucking hell, please don't set me off. Please don't set me off. And my mind was already gone. I was gone. I was finished. My head was gone. I was just laughing my head off. But you know what it was? I was wearing a long jacket, right? So I literally just pretended like I was like grabbing my collar and just doing this. But I was literally just laughing so hard because it's this guy's reaction. The minute I told him, mate, I think you're at the wrong funeral. He grabs his hat and he goes, oh, and he just goes, oh, bloody hell. And he ran away. And I was like, oh man. And I ran outside. And as everyone was walking out, everyone was going to the left. I literally ran to the right just to compose myself before I joined everyone again. And funerals are the last place you want to actually have a laughing attack. Oh my god!
But with that though, did he not realise? You know, at the start when they're like, "Yeah, we're here to commemorate the life of such and such a person," did he just sit there and think, "Oh, this person must have a different nickname"?
Yeah, exactly. What I think happened was he was late, so he popped in. I think there were two funerals happening at the same time. There's one on one chapel, one in the other chapel, I think. So he obviously went into the wrong one, and he came in 5 minutes late, so he couldn't see anyone or he couldn't see the casket or anything like that.
Right.
And the person that was doing the speech never actually said the person's that passed away by name. It was like a nickname or whatever. So he just thought, yeah, that's probably her, and he stayed at the wrong funeral for 25 minutes. It's only when he looked like I saw him looking around. I was like, that kind of looks a bit shifty. I don't know what's going on here. And after he ran away, I realized why he was looking around. He was trying to figure out if he knew anyone there, but he just didn't clock it. And mate, sorry, that was so bad, man. I feel so bad for the guy. He's rocked up to pay his respect, and he's ended up at the wrong funeral. I think by the time he got to the other one, it was all finished. So he completely missed out on paying his respect.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so sad, isn't it? It's so sad.
You know, I really hope there's an afterlife, not for, just so that you can just see the comedy that ensues. Because obviously you're dead. Yeah, exactly. You don't care anymore.
That's right.
So all the stuff that happens afterwards, you know, people falling in your grave and tripping over as they're like carrying your casket up to the church or whatever it is. It's just like hilarious.
You get to see it. At least you can laugh, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, all these spirits, they're like tied to earth. I reckon they're not. I reckon they're just staying here trolling people, because that's what you can go to heaven and you can live in bliss, or you can just troll people for the next 20 years.
Yeah, just leave a foot out as they're walking, like, ooh.
Yeah. All that random stuff you see down, and you're like, oh, it must be. No, it's just spirits trolling people.
Yeah. Oh, mine really like inconvenience some people, but very minorly, like hide someone's charger. Do you know what I mean? Just hide their phone charger, put it away, take out all the plug sockets. Oh man, just really, really.
I would be the alarm in the morning switcher off a ghost.
Oh, snooze it! Yeah, boom.
Yeah, the snooze it ghost.
Yeah,
that never featured in Ghostbusters, did it?
That's true. Oh man,
Yeah.
What is like? How could you like really like? I don't know. If you were a ghost, what would you do? Just to piss people off, just slightly, not too much, but just slightly, just to like inconvenience them very, very slightly.
100%, I would be the Excel spreadsheet crash guy. Just as someone gets to the end of the Excel spreadsheet, you're like, crash.
Oh no! Oh man! Yeah. Oh, that would be terrible. Oh gosh!
Or the Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh, keep pressing the reboot button.
You're just halfway. You're like right there at the end. You know, the murder is about to be revealed. Boop. Cut. Oh no!
Not again! Bloody Sky!
I swear this place is haunted. I'm going to bed. I'm a snooze alarm. I've got this queued up.
Oh, you've got this, man. You'd give a person a day from hell. Oh, do you know what? That is a perfect segment into our next bit, mate. I would say, right. Have you ever seen someone have a bad day at work?
See, I was telling you this story the other day in the office.
It was fantastic. You got to tell our listeners.
Oh, I felt so sorry for this woman.
Yeah.
So we take my little into a club, and you got two choices. You can sit there for an hour and a half.
You know what? I completely misheard that.
What did you hear?
I thought when you said club, I thought you were like raving it up with your little one.
Oh yeah, we go out to trance music every weekend. Pop him a couple of tablets. Come on, let's go.
Pop a molly. Oh no!
He's just he's up at the front, dancing twice as fast as the beat of the music. Come on! What's up with him?
He just enjoyed himself.
Just let him go. Hey?
Sorry, mate. Oh, I should have said All right. So you didn't take you took your little one to a club.
Yeah,
I'm
not
presuming
that
an after-school club.
I don't think there's any other clubs that you can go to.
You never know, mate. You will see those cartoons where you got the kids just like literally on top of each other, wearing a trench coat, trying to get in to a club just to make sure they're the right height. You never know, mate. You never know.
I saw a thing on YouTube the other day. I can't remember what it was advertised in some comedy show or other, and it was literally it was obviously staged, but it was some kid that's standing tall with a moustache on and a hat on, just saying, "Can I get ordered at the bar?" And this woman's like, "No, poke off." It was obviously set up, but it made me laugh. I didn't take my son to that club or a strip club or anything adult.
Fair enough. Okay, that's good to clarify for people like me.
Sports club.
Okay,
let's just go there. All right, we're good.
Right,
Sports
here
club.
we go. Here we go.
Next time I'll be more specific.
I was just thinking in my head, why the hell did Si take his kid to a club?
I got out the Sharpies, drew a little beard on him. You'll be fine, son. Get in there.
Groucho Marx, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Skip the
Just
classes.
put it on, you'll be all right.
Oh, there you go.
When they ask your age, just make something up and sound convincing. They never check.
How old are you, son? Daddy, how old am I? You're not getting in.
Sugar daddy. What are you about? Is sugar daddy? Yeah. How is that relationship? Is it what?
You're at the wrong club, mate. Oh my word! All right, so okay, just for the listeners, right, and for myself, Simon did not take his kid to a club, right?
Yeah, no, let's just clarify.
Yeah, just want to say this.
Dodgy going on.
In this neck of the woods. Get involved. He did not do it. Okay, sorry, mate. Go for it. Some of our listeners, man, God. Right.
Do you know what? Given where we are in the world at the moment, I think all the pubs and clubs are shutting down. In about 20 years' time, when he is old enough to go to a club, I'll have to ask him where to go. Where do people drink around here these days? I don't know.
Oh, that's how you know, isn't it? When when you got to ask your kids about what's hip and what's not.
I know.
That's what. Yeah, but you know what happens to everyone, mate. It's not happens to everyone. It's not a problem.
Oh, anyway. So, back to the start of the story. We haven't even started the story yet.
Sorry, guys. That was on me. My bad. My bad. I just had to clarify. What kind of club?
You said you were getting old earlier, mate. You sure you don't need a hearing aid?
Oh, maybe. Honestly, bloody hell. I heard you loud and clear. It was just my head just went to that for some reason. It's like a scene at The Hangover. You got your kid on one of those little holders. Oh no. Oh.
He woke up the next day with a Tyson tattoo on his face and a tiger in his living room. He's like, "Dad, what happened last night?" I was like, "I don't know. I lost you. I come home to this."
Your missus says, "Si, why's he got that tattoo on his face?" He's like, "Mum, you wouldn't believe the night I had," in that voice as well.
Yeah, I got moaned at by the missus and everything. Yeah. I don't see jokes.
No, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay, all right. Let's finally. You know what? We stalled them for long enough. Let's tell the listeners what happened. Right. So you took your little one to a sports club.
You know, if we ever do make it, people are going to look back on these clips, completely clip us out of context.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Just be like, right. Yeah.
Breaking news.
One of them was promoting. I can't even speak. One of them was promoting a Harry Butt cocaine.
Absolutely.
The other one was taking his son to clubs.
That's right. Yeah, it would just be us like trying to profusely kind of defend our name. It was all out of context. It's fake news. Donald Trump style.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, I've forgotten the story now. What was the story?
You did not take your kid to a club.
Oh, right. I did not take him to a club.
All right, let's go. Sports club.
Instead, I took him to a sports facility where he could get his regular exercise like a responsible parent that Brilliant. I am. Right.
Top man, right? Top man.
Thanks, buddy. I'm glad I got your stamp of approval Boom. There. Right. Anyways, so you got the choice of sitting down for an hour and a half, being bored, and the sort of the room smells like a sweaty cheese feet.
Yeah.
Or we just go around the corner and like nothing's open that late, so it's like you go into Greg's for a little cheeky cheap cup of coffee.
Yeah, little coffee, little something to eat, little
exactly, the sausage roll, the usual thing. Anyway, it must have been this poor girl's first day. She was having a nightmare, right? Oh, no. So my missus comes up, right? To be fair, my missus is almost allergic to everything, so she has to have oat milk, she has to have decaf, she has all these things, right? And the no disrespect to the most of the sort of coffee shop places, but they used to just walking up and pressing a button.
No, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Yeah.
This machine doesn't have the button. So they have to make this stuff, right? Yeah. So first of all, she's just standing there looking at this coffee machine. She can't figure it out. Naturally, we knew that would be the case. But anyway, so she went around the corner, got this guy around and stuff, and he's sort of showing her how to do it. And my missus goes, can I have one of your like loyalty card things? And she goes, yeah, just sort of pull one out and they all fall out the packet.
Oh, the panicking already.
Yeah, so she picks these up, puts one on the table, and my missus goes, oh yeah, can we get a couple of stamps on it? And she goes, what, 2? And you're like, yeah, thanks. We're off to a flying start. And then so she could tell she was nervous, and I get it. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. So I think of my first jobs, I was probably a dribbling.
Do you reckon your missus was her first ever customer? Is it a good chance?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe this girl had spent the day just like serving up the hot food, and this is our first
face-to-face
run
customer
into the
experience.
coffee machine. So
yeah.
Anyway,
that's not a simple order, is it? Is your missus? Sorry, I was just going to say, because is your missus like she's allergic to stuff? Like she might walk up to her and say, "Can I have a hacker latte decaf double blah blah blah?" She'll be like, "What?"
Exactly, I have too. It is actually a running joke in our family that no matter whenever my missus orders, because she's very specific, they 100% of the time get the order wrong. 100% of the time. So it is a running joke in our house. Anyway, so this girl, I haven't even got to the next one. So she picks up the stamper and she goes to try and stampers. You literally just get the thing and press it into whatever you like. Right. So she's trying to open the thing. What are you doing? Anyway, she sort of flicked this cap. The whole thing just fell apart.
Oh no, that's the second thing that's gone wrong. Oh,
right.
Damn.
And the guy kind of, because we go there regularly, I, sort of on speaking terms to the guy, we have a little bit of, hi, how are you type thing. But anyway, he starts across and just stares across her and just starts smiling. Anyway, he comes across to put the stamper back together and he goes, oh, can you just put some chocolate on those coffees?
Okay.
Right. So she walks over there and sort of tips over the coffee, and it's got it's kind of like
it's a little shaker, isn't it?
It's like a shaker thing, but it's not screwed on; it's sort of pressed on.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
She kind of tipped this thing, lid come off, boom.
Oh, that's unfair. I think someone set her up for that one. That's
right.
Oh, poor kid.
Anyway, naturally, being the person I am, instantly start laughing.
100%.
My missus was trying to be a bit more civilized. 100%. It's just like, it's all right, don't worry, it's your first day.
3 things have gone wrong in the space of like 20 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Oh.
Exactly. She's like, ignore the idiot behind me laughing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we finally get our drinks. We sit down. Now it's fairly late at night, so it's just me and my missus and a couple of people working in it. Right. Anyway, it gets close towards the end of the evening, and they start tidying up and stuff. So they're bringing in the chairs and I don't know what you call them, the sort of barrier things from outside.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, so she's walking through the door with one of these barriers, and as she pushes the door sort of shuts back on her, wedges her between the door, the frame behind her, and this thing. So she's sort of pinned in the door, right? And she's
just
trying to push
these
this thing
barriers,
over.
and she's now just been wedged. The poor thing. Oh, that is.
And the guy come out. Yeah, the guy come out from behind the sort of till things to kind of go and rescue
of course,
her, right? And he kind of pushes the door open. Sort of pulls the door open a little bit. It's just sort of hold that. Yeah. So she sort of puts her hand on the door, and he takes the. Yeah. They're not. It's not the whole barrier. It's sort of the top of the barrier. I don't know really how to explain. The top kind of slots into the 2 uprights.
Oh, I see. I get you.
Yeah. Anyway, so he takes that off of her and walks in, and I don't know what, but he'd use one of the uprights to sort of prop the door.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
and she picked up the if she picked up this upright thing, and again the door was heavy, so it pushed her back into the door. Now
at this point, you just got to go. You just got to give up. It's just not your day, love. Oh, that's so sad.
Anyway, I think it even got to the guy, because I was still laughing from the first thing. This guy was now just standing in the corner, creasing. Well, thinking to himself, how can I help this person, right? So anyway, he goes back out to rescue her, kind of pulls the door, gets the thing, starts bringing the stuff in. I didn't hear it, but he must have said to her, "Oh, can you just sort of do the bins?"
Nice,
just
simple
keep yourself
task,
out of trouble.
Absolutely.
Get away from the coffee machine. Get away from the doors.
Let's get you out of the limelight. Nice and easy.
Get you out of the firing zone. You'll be all right. Anyway, Next thing I heard, right, I didn't see this, but my missus started sniggering over my shoulder, and the guy was standing behind me, just a little bit further away, but behind me, just the head in his hands. Just you could see that he was laughing. He was facing sort of away from me, but you could see his
he's trying to cover it up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Because she pulled the bag out of the bin, and as she walked, the bottom was ripped. The whole bottom
even she's
dragging across the floor, just stuff everywhere, and I'm just like,
even she's the most unlucky person in the world, most unluckiest person in the world, or she's Mr. Blobby. Do you know what I mean? Just coming in, fucking shit up everywhere, and leaving. Oh, poor girl, man, absolutely poor girl. She might have been set up.
But yeah, it was. We never know. Yeah. I was going to say, whoever's got that footage, they need to just send. I don't know if you'd be framed.
250 quid per clip. Absolutely, mate.
Bang.
Get Lisa Riley on that shit. Absolutely.
Done. Yeah.
Oh exactly. My god. Do you know what?
But I will say the redemption story. Mm-hmm. Is that we went back a couple of weeks later,
and now she's manager.
She was spot on. No, she's not ruthless enough to be manager. Shit. She's spot. She's spot on. Yeah. She got it, no problems whatsoever. I think she'd learned all of her lessons in the space of about 45 minutes. Everything that you could break, she did.
That's it.
So, that was a steep learning curve. Yeah. But it was almost high-fiving chest bump. I thought I might get arrested.
Just pop straight into the window of the bloody cakes. Oh man, no, she's not well. Then she obviously first day. That is as bad as first days get. That's probably right up there as one of the worst. But you know what? Fair play to the girl. She came back. She's doing well. You know what I mean? There we go. Hey? Back story right there. Brilliant.
She's gonna go far in life. I reckon I'm going to see her in about 10 years, and she's going to be some massive CEO,
the owner of Greg's.
Yeah, just like Google's rival just takes over.
That's right.
She'll be recounting this story.
Yeah, she goes, I just had a really bad day at Greg's in my first job. Yeah. Oh my gosh, nothing was going right. But look at me now. I'll tell you what, I remember when I was working a few years back, so I was working with a colleague of mine. He's a good mate of mine, but I haven't seen him for a long time now, but he'd probably appreciate us telling the story. He had a bit of a tendency of coming late, right? Not too late, like normally like, I don't know, about 10, 15 minutes late due to traffic. What he done was he moved away from his family home and he moved somewhere a little bit further out, just on rent, just to give himself a little bit of living experience and living alone. So he ended up moving about an hour away. I don't know why. When his family home was only 15 minutes away from work, he wanted to get so far away from him. To be honest, I think that's what it was. So he lives about an hour away. So he'd have to leave probably about an hour and 15 minutes before the work starts. But he'd get caught in a lot of traffic. One day it was around. We used to start at 9, so he came in about 9:30. Now during that half an hour period, we were just thinking, mate, he's late again. Nah, no problem. It's making a habit out of it. That was quite bad. Anyway, he comes in at 9:30, and he comes through the door, and we're all just looking at him. And then he's like, "All right, guys," and he said it in such a somber way, like very, very soft spoken. He's a guy that normally shouts, right? So then he starts hobbling really badly, and he's barely moving his neck. And we're thinking, what the fuck's happened to you, mate? Are you all right? And he goes, not really, lads. Let me sit down. But like, okay, what's wrong? He goes, I got out the bathroom this morning from my shower, stepped out, I slipped, and lads, this could have been fatal. We're like, what happened? He goes, I smashed my neck on the toilet. I was like, oh God. All right. So that in itself is very dangerous, right? Like super dangerous. Okay. We're like, bloody hell, you're right. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm all right. You just, bloody hell, my neck's killing me. And then, but he goes, it doesn't stop there. We're like, oh shit, what happened? He goes, I was thinking about calling in sick, but I didn't in the end because I thought, let me just take a few paracetamols. I'll be all right. Might be sore, but it's fine. As I'm going to my car, I realised I've left my phone inside the house. So I go back to the car, still in a lot of extreme pain, and get into the house, grab my phone, come out, and as I'm going to the driver's side, I got hit by a van. We're like, what? He goes, yeah. So he goes, and I didn't just get hit, I actually got kind of like almost ran over. We're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Get yourself to a bloody hospital. And he goes, no, I should be all right. And then he's saying this as he looks almost dead. He's complete, like the color in his face is gone. You could tell this guy's having the worst, like it was just the worst day possible that I've ever heard. And the thing is, we knew he wasn't lying because he wasn't a liar like that. Like if he said he was late, he would say he was late. I woke up late or there was traffic, right? He wouldn't bullshit us in any sort of way. So when he showed us his neck, you can see the indentation there. Like it was really bad. It was quite like all red and almost bruised. Then he showed
like the shape of the grill of the front of the van.
Well, this is the thing. So he showed us his hip, right? Just lower back, and you can actually see like he's been hit there as well, really badly. He said it was a van, but we don't think it was a van because he wouldn't have been on the bonnet if it was a van, because vans normally have like a a bit of a steep kind of front, right? So it looks like he got hit by a car, and this idiot, instead of like stopping the driver and say, "What the hell, man? You hit me," all that kind of stuff, he just got up and said sorry, and the man was like, "You all right, mate?" He goes, "I'm so sorry." He goes, "Yeah, but I drove into you." He goes, "No, it's okay. I'll be fine. And he got in his car and he left. The other guy was just he was just so confused, like, what the fuck has just happened here? I've just ran someone over, and he's just literally got up, apologized to me, and he's driven off. And I was just like, mate, you've obviously been like, you've hit your head too hard on that bloody toilet when you slipped out of the shower. Why the hell wouldn't you actually, stay at home first of all, call the doctors, call the paramedics, whatever, get yourself to a hospital, do something. Why have you driven an hour and 15 minutes to get to work just to flip and sit down and do your job? You look half dead. But you know what? Like, that is one of the, as bad as like first days, not the first day, but as bad days go at work, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. All within the same day as well.
Well, at least he dodged one bullet. Well, I don't want to jinx it, actually, but at least he dodged a bullet. Yeah,
well, I'm going into part 2 of the day now.
I was going to say, because he started off by slipping over and cracking his head. Right
He's
now,
cheating
that's
death.
not good.
He's absolutely cheating death.
But yeah, I know. Yeah. But you knock yourself out in the nude, and then your neighbour comes around because they're worried about you and stuff like that. Like, no.
Honestly, we were just so concerned about him, but we bought him a Snickers bar and told him to man up and hurry up working.
Yeah, the typical blokes, mate.
You'll be all right, mate. A little pat on the back.
See, this is what women don't understand. When like a lady gets out, they all rally round and they look after each other. You got a guy that's like some serious internal injury, a Kit Kat in the back of the back.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You're right, mate. Yeah. All right, get on with it. No complaints.
I bet it was one of those 2-finger Kit Kats as well, not the 4. I bet you lot were right tight.
Oh no, it was a mini size Snickers. Honestly, yeah, not even a full size. No. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
We don't want to spoil him. You know what I mean? We'll treat him, but don't want to spoil him.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were trying to go for the celebration size Snickers, but we thought, we'll give him a little bit more. Give him the mini size snack one. It was honestly, as days go at work, that was like, honestly, just watching someone else go through it. He was also the friend where. It was in the last podcast. He was the one that was having a bit of a row with his missus, and me and my supervisor was laughing. Basically, that was him as well. So he's just having a bad year that year. I think. Bloody hell!
I mean, they say it come in threes, but at least he got 2 of them out of the way.
That's it.
No pun intended. One hit.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you don't want to spread out throughout. Just take them all in one day, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. You're set for the next 10 years. I could just, because the thing is, he probably cracked his head. He was in a little bit of shock, and then got hit by the van. I just imagine that, the thumbs up. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Got in the car and tried to work.
Do you know what? It's just so stupid. Like, the first thing's bad enough because that could send anyone into shock. And he could have called in. It's not like we would have not said any. Like, we would have said, look, it's absolutely fine, mate. You can't make it in because you're hurt. I hope you feel better. Take your time. Don't worry about it. But he wants to be a hero. Get out of the shower, rub himself down. Then he's panicking.
Now it's me just thinking of the wrong thing. Get out of the shower, rub himself down.
That's probably why he's late most mornings. Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure he cracked his head on that toilet?
I don't know. That's what you said. It's what you said. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. That was one of the worst days. We did feel for him, to be fair, because he was in a lot of pain, but he didn't like to complain. He's one of those guys that he would have a moan about life in general, but he wouldn't complain about work and stuff. And I was just like, you dipstick, just flipping go home. Stop trying to fucking act like a hero. Good times, though. Good times.
Yeah, for you lot. Hey?
Hey, listen, he had to go through that trauma for me to tell out this story on the pod. So I thank him. I thank him a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you'd have to as we start plowing through these episodes, you'll have to reconnect with him, see if he's got anything else.
Oh yeah, 100%,
Well,
100%.
say, well, I walked into a rake.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he's had a few. He's had a few. I think one of them. I think he was driving late at night and he just about swerved a spare tire on the floor on the motorway, and we were just like, oh God, imagine if that had happened. That like he's just got the worst luck. It's like he's broke a few mirrors or something. Do you know what I mean? He's just got some really bad luck at the moment. But yeah, no, he's okay. He's all right. I think he's moved away now. He's living in a different country. So if he ever hears this, he knows this about him. I apologise. Sorry, mate.
It's all right. They won't know with this. Do you know what? I have noticed there are some people that are super. Now we all have our accidents.
Yeah.
Yep, I've had my fair share. But there are some people that are just super accident prone.
Oh.
My missus has got like for the longest. Whenever we go somewhere new, she's got no spatial awareness, so
right.
she'll be tripping over the furniture and all this stuff. I remember once we were staying in a hotel, and I just heard this.
It's like a spring.
Right. Well, not quite like that, but I did a terrible impression.
No, that was a phenomenal. I actually know exactly what that sound was. That was brilliant.
Well, yeah, hang on, but it wasn't quite that. I haven't done it quite right. But anyways, what she'd actually done is she went in to have a shower and to, like, I don't know, put the tap or whatever it was on this shower. She'd opened the shower glass door onto her face. And the whole thing had like on sort of waved. You know, like when you wave cards. Made that on her own. Oh man.
She really is. It's because your missus knows where everything probably is at home and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A new environment, boom. She's thrown off. Absolutely everything is like, everything is everywhere. Oh,
it's always the sort of running joke is that obviously when ladies turn up and they got the bumps and bruises, everybody assumes the worst. Yeah. Sometimes it's true, but in this case, I opened the glass divider onto my own face. They're like, "Are you sure everything's all right at home?" No, this is a true story.
This was my fault. Of course it was. Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it was.
Twice. Yeah. Just blink twice if he's hurting you, blink twice.
You report him. Oh, I've seen those bruises on your shins. Yeah, I just tripped over the fold-out couch.
Yeah, of course he did. Is he listening? Is that why you can't say anything? Oh, speaking of a running joke, my missus, she went to the gym and basically when we go to the gym, right, she goes to the ladies' gym, I go to the unisex gym upstairs, right? And I'm like, I just started my workout about 5 minutes in, and I get a message on my phone saying, "Oh, babe, you won't believe this." I'm like, "You're right, what's wrong?" She goes, I just fell off the treadmill. I've hurt my knee. Well, I was like, "Oh, shit."
So not quite a running joke.
Yeah, no, exactly that. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was, right? And I said, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm just starting my workout. I don't want to go check on her." Like, I said, "You're right." She goes, "No, not really. I've left and I'm sitting in the car." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll come see you." It's all right. So I leave the gym. I'm walking to the car. I'm hoping my missus is all right. All right, she's
bought her half a Kit Kat just to be sure.
Absolutely.
Make sure you earn those brownie points.
Just a minute stickers, yeah.
Yeah. What happened to the other half? I got hungry.
Yeah, exactly. So I walk up there. She's sitting in the passenger side, and she said, "Oh, my knee's really hurting." I'm like, "All right, 1 second. What happened?" And she started explaining what happened. So she didn't fall down off the treadmill because it was running, right? She literally. There was 4 treadmills in a row. They had a lady. She had her personal trainer. So the personal trainer was focusing on the lady, like saying, "Okay, let's go a bit faster, blah, blah, blah." And she was using up the second treadmill. So you got the third and fourth treadmill that are free. So my missus says, "Okay, I'll go on the fourth one or the third one." She picked the third one. So she gets on. And just before she steps on, she realizes that the treadmill is on an incline, a very steep incline. She goes, "Oh, it seems to be stuck. It doesn't go down. The treadmill's not running at this point. It's stationary." She goes, "I'll get off this one and I'll go on the one next to it." So she turns around. Somehow, she fell off a stationary treadmill. And like, I think she might have taken out the lady next to her as well. So it was a bad fall. She smashes her knee on the plastic bit of the treadmill, and now she's like bleeding. So the poor thing, when I get to the car, she's just showing me her leg, and she goes, "Oh my God, babe. My leg. If I'm afraid if I pull my leg in up, like I'm pretty sure the blood is probably stuck to the material. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, damn it, like, we're gonna have to end this gym session, aren't we? So we ended up going home, and then she was milking that little bruise that she had on her knee for about a few weeks. She was like, oh, I can't do this because my knee's hurting. I can't do that because my knee's hurting. I'm like, come on, man up. Here's your Snickers. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, can you pass that stuff out from the cupboard?
Yeah.
I thought it was your knees.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly that. Can you make dinner today? Why? Oh, my knee's hurting. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's just she was milking that for ages.
No, it's I almost thought you were going to say she'd stepped off like a moving one, because you see all those horror clips.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I thought.
Those horror clips, you know, where people step on it and it probably folds them back.
Absolutely,
yeah,
sends them back to another dimension. Do you know what I mean? One of those ones, yeah. But she fell off a stationary treadmill just by twisting her body trying to get off, and I was just like, oh God, you could have made this story a little bit better. Do you know what I mean? You could have said, oh yeah, I was running, I was trying to break a personal best, and I just like slipped and bashed my knee in. But
10 ninjas. 4 of 10 ninjas.
That's it. I caught it from the back of my eye, and it was on.
Yeah.
And just one of them got me at the end, right on my knee. No, it wasn't like that. It was literally she just decided to get off the one that wasn't working and turned around and fell down straight off the treadmill. And I think she took out the personal trainer that was next to her as well. So just like a bowl of skins, you know what I mean? You just boom, taking him out. Oh, it's so funny, man. So funny.
Do you know, it probably wasn't even the injury that, well, maybe it was the injury that hurt her a bit as well, but that's an embarrassing one as well, isn't it?
Fair
She
play to
falling
her.
down.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at you.
Absolutely. Fair play
You've
to
just
her.
taken out your coach, and everyone's like, what happened there?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's cool.
That's it.
Did she do some press-ups just to style it out?
No,
Sorry,
I don't think she did. I genuinely, that's what you should do. Look, if you ever fall, try and style it out, you know, make it less embarrassing. But fair play to her. She didn't care about that. She literally got back to the gym the next day. She kicked the shit out of that treadmill, but yeah, she was absolutely okay. But yeah, no, it's just she was milking that for a while. Yeah, but gyms are quite funny because we do go to separate gyms now. So she goes, we're in the same kind of gym, but it's just that because there's ladies' gym, I think she feels a bit more comfortable going in there and working out. Whereas I'm like, I have to go to the unisex gym, so which is great. You know, get a little bit of workout, kind of multiple times a week, try to lose some weight.
It's hard work, isn't it?
It is, mate. Oh man,
food is amazing. Right?
That's right. It's just hard. It's so, eating is so easy, but getting rid of weight is the hardest, mate.
Tell me about it. It's one of those things. Like I'm the same as you. I try to go to the gym. I try to be strict. I go 2-3 times a week. All I have to do is stop eating the pies.
Yeah,
that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
No?
But it tastes so good, Si. It's hard to resist.
It does.
It's hard to resist.
It does.
How can something that tastes so good be so bad? God damn it.
Because we're both getting fat.
The answer's quite simple to me. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, we are working hard. Hopefully, give us like a year.
Oh well, yeah, but we're eating more. We're eating more than we're burning. That's the problem.
It's simple maths, isn't it? That's it.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, crazy.
Such an easy thing to do. It's just like, right, don't walk to the cupboard, but I'm at the cupboard. Do you get that thing, right? Where you get, my downfall is leftovers from the night before. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I grew up with it, but it was always, my mum would cook way too much every night.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So next day, cold leftovers. Yeah, the thing like, So now I shouldn't be eating. I'm sitting at my desk trying to do work, and all I get is that little voice in my ear. There's a
little devil.
Yes.
Go on, Ty. It's nice.
There's half chili con carne downstairs. You could just knock that out and be back at your desk in less than 3 minutes. It's like, no,
don't do it, Si. Don't.
And you sit at your desk, you try to ignore it, write some emails, have a conversation, whatever it is.
Your stomach goes.
Yeah, 5 minutes have passed. No,
stomach, not now. Busy.
Jump into your spreadsheet. Some spirit demon just makes the thing crash. You're like, right, that's it. I'm having the
that's
chili.
It, yeah, it was a sign. It's a sign, isn't it? Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to go get it now. Yeah, I think it's pretty same in my house. To be fair, I think when my mum and dad cook, they don't just cook enough for the night. Never, ever. It's always got to be right, we're cooking as if we're feeding two families, just in case someone pops over, but also for the fact that we can have this tomorrow as well, so we don't have to cook twice, basically. And it's my family's fault. They make great food. I blame them. It's not me. It's not my fault at all. It's my family's fault. They just make so much nice food that, you know, it just, like, even the next day it tastes even better because it's just marinated, like, even more overnight, like getting more flavors in. That's the...
See, I've always said, right, you know what, people do all of these like dieting pills and gastric bands and all of this stuff, right? Forget the losing the weight for blokes. Well, I don't want to generalize, but for I'm going to generalize. But for blokes, right, the second somebody invents, instead of all the fat going to your gut, right, as soon as they invent the pill that all the fat goes to any other part of your body.
Oh, you could choose. Yeah.
Well, not even choose, right? So, for example, if you take all the fat from your stomach, right, but you could put it in your arms, in your legs, see you walking around with like massive calves and big biceps and stuff. It's not really muscle; you just got fat arms, but it looks, but you've got a slim chest. Yeah, exactly. You're like, right, that's it. The pies are in. Let's go. Yeah,
it's moving in fast motion. Then it's just wobbling all over the place.
Oh, we're not talking excess. What I'm saying is, right, there is that stage where you're getting a little bit chubby, but you look in the mirror and you're like, oh yeah, I look like I'm a little bit built, right? That's right. Then like 2 days later, it just turns to fat, and you're like, no,
like, damn,
shouldn't have had seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
But that in between stage where I've been working out and I've kind of laxed off a little bit, and that like sort of stocky look.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I get you. Yeah, I mean, the day that bloody hell, the day that a scientist gets that announced, yeah, you'll see all the gym heads kind of run to that. Or not even the gym heads actually. Yeah. You'll see every Joe, kind of every average Joe running out to get that pill. Bloody hell.
I'm not talking about 6-pack and bingo wings.
Yeah, just talking a little bit stockier figure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh mate, nah, it's weird. So me and my missus, we seem to, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but we seem to kind of focus on events rather than just having like a healthier lifestyle. So basically, we've got a holiday coming up, we've got a wedding coming up, right? And we'll look to that and be like, all right, cool. So we've got 6 weeks to this wedding. Let's go hit the gym. Let's diet and exercise. We try and do it normally anyway. Like we do pretty well when we're on it, but when we're off it, you know, you come back from work, you're knackered, you know, and you can either make food or you can order food, or you can sometimes not make the most healthiest of choices, if you know what I mean. But when we're on it, we are on it. Like we are literally having salads and protein every night and that kind of stuff. And then we'll go gym like 4 or 5 times a week. I play football once a week as well, so that kind of adds in. But then when we're off it, we're terrible. Like, come back from work, we're in bed, got the hobnobs, you know what I mean? Got the biscuits, bloody hell, got the...
Oh, that's not a euphemism. Right, love, I got the hobnobs.
Oh man,
not tonight. I'm tired. I've got a headache.
I love the chocolate biscuits though.
I've hurt my knees. Don't worry,
I've got treadmill knee. It's chronic pain. Oh no. So we'll just like sit in, watch Netflix for the night, watch one of these reality TV shows or movie or something. Yeah, so when we do that, and it's usually in the winter time, to be fair, when it's like, you know, it's raining, it's dark really early as well. All you want to do is and it's cold. All you want to kind of do is cuddle up on the sofa or in bed and just watch TV. So yeah, we're trying to break out that habit.
You were telling me about, it reminds me of, we were laughing about your calendar. I was laughing about your wedding calendar.
Oh, yeah.
When you were like, oh, I've got a really nice wedding calendar.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were saying, it should be like the stages of your marriage. So the first one is, your nice romantic meal out somewhere.
Yeah. Looking trim, like beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
Your next one you're proposing. Yeah. Your next one you're both on the treadmills, not falling off. You get married. And then as you get towards like September, you're both on a bit of timber.
That's right. It happens naturally, and that's why we don't flip over the calendar pages, Simon. We want to keep it at the first page. Gives us a reminder how great we looked.
June is just you throwing up all over your mates on your stag.
That's right. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. Goes downhill. It's still on January 2022.
Oh, is that when you first met? Yeah, that's the best picture.
Oh my word! No, it's just bloody hell. It's in an awkward position. So right, so as you, like the listeners won't be able to see, but where the calendar is, it's right at the corner of an L-shaped sofa, and to get to it, we have to stand on the sofa, which you don't really want to do. But if you're standing to try and reach it, you can't. So we've just left it. Let it be. Whatever will be. January 22. We look great. It's just going to stay like that.
Yeah, exactly. Forget the mirrors. Just walk in every day, double thumbs up, looking great.
Yeah, that's it.
out the door.
Oh, wow.
I might do that. I might just replace all the mirrors in this house with just Photoshop versions of me.
Perfect. There we go.
Just looking great.
Sorry, I'm looking really good today.
Looking good. Yeah.
Looking good, mate. Oh, bloody hell. That's so funny, man. Let me give you a buzzword because I think you got a story for me. Fur meats. What is fur meats? Si, explain, please. You've left me like completely in the lurch. I don't know what this is.
Right. So fur meats. Oh, I know.
Is it FURMEETS? Yeah?
I think so. I must admit, I haven't Googled it for a long time, but it's not the fur meat that's right. Let's start the story from the beginning.
Let's go.
Many moons ago, when I was a lot younger and a lot trimmer,
Right.
I used to work with this guy, and he was. We were talking about like things that you don't let your mind wander before we get there. We were talking about things that you were into, that you enjoyed, right? And I was talking about like music and stuff that I'm into. And anyway, for some reason, he started talking about fur meats. Okay,
Right.
So fur meat is, you know, those mascots that you see at like football matches, rugby matches, whatever they are. Right?
Yeah.
So people buy these costumes and they hold events dressed up in these costumes, right?
Oh, okay. Like a mascot gathering.
Well,
Almost.
sort of, right?
Yeah.
Except that him and his like group that he was doing it with had taken it one step further. So it was almost keys in a bucket, right?
Oh, shit.
Fur meat style. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck? Right.
So this was my introduction. So I just thought, right, innocently, all right, so it's people that like dressing up like a Comic-Con type thing, but in like dressed as badgers or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
But this was a group that took it one step further. This was a group that was just like, right, we all like we all like each other. Let's meet up in these fur costumes and get it on. Right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Right.
Right. Okay.
But this is the bit that I don't know why I even thought about. Like the first bit, like I was like, hang on a minute. Once so there's like 10 guys in a room all shagging in furry costumes. And I was just like,
Oh my God. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
But my mind didn't even go there. It was like, hang on a minute. So you get a hard on for a bloke dressed as a badger. He was like, well, yeah. And I was like, but I don't understand. Surely you fancy the person in the suit, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, yeah. But I'm like, yeah, but you're looking at the badger. Right?
That's right. Exactly that. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He goes, no. Like if you imagine Batman, I was like, okay, right, Batman. Yeah. He goes, well, you know, ladies, they like, it was obviously Michael Keaton at the time. It's like,
yeah, of course. Yeah,
well, you know, they like seeing Batman. I was like, yeah, but that's because they're thinking of Michael Keaton.
That's right.
It's not about the rubber suit he's wearing.
That's right. Exactly that. Yeah. Yeah.
So he was trying to explain this to me, and I was like, well, so how does this work? He goes, well, we all turn up at the hotel. We all get dressed as these foxes and badgers and stuff. Just knock on the door. You know, your mate's dressed up as like a unicorn or something. And I was just like, do you know what? Fair play. It is what you're into, but I still can't.
Fair play. Bloody hell,
fair play. Right.
Oh shit!
But I still couldn't get past the thing where, well, yeah, but you still need something to, I don't know, wake you up, so to speak.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But you know, I've got questions. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go on, you carry on with those questions because I was thinking.
So, all right. So, right in my mind, right, this is wild. So in my mind, right, so they're wearing costumes.
By the way, I should say this is not the typical fur meet. A normal fur meet is just people, I believe, just dressing up in costumes, having a bit of a party, having a good time. This is just one group of people that just thought, no, that ain't enough.
Bloody hell! Yeah,
anyway,
so I'm guessing like, so you know how you said mascots, right? So I'm guessing like these costumes, they're probably a little bit big, right? They fit like a little bit bigger on the person,
right?
So imagine a dude gets excited, shall we say? Surely that's going to have no effect because he's inside the costume.
I must admit, I didn't get to the ergonomics that were there
Yeah,
little
absolutely.
holes? Did they?
Yeah.
Did they swap out the pants? Did they do? I don't.
This is
I
the
don't
information
know.
we need to know. Damn it!
I don't know.
Oh, do you know what it is? Yeah, sorry.
But no, he did tell me that he got annoyed because I think he like flat shared or something like that, and he was saying like he got annoyed because his mate had put his tail. Like I think he was I don't even remember what animal he was. But anyway, he'd put his tail in the wash and it had gone all sort of limp. And he was getting annoyed because he was going to have to spend the weekend sort of refluffing this thing back into shape. Right? I used the wrong word there, fluffing, because that's something else. Right? But anyway, he had to put this thing back into shape because the guy that he was meeting liked the sticky uppy tail. And I was just like, what is going on?
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, mate. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some people
so my story
stuff,
about liking music got lost at the beginning.
Absolutely, big time. Oh, you know what? That is brilliant. I don't know how that conversation was struck. Like he asked you the question, yeah. You know what? I love music. Do you know, I like movies. And then he turns around and says, yeah, I like dressing up as foxes and getting on with other people.
But you know what? See, I wouldn't tell this story if I thought the person would be offended by it. But he didn't care. He was just like, this is like before. Like I was saying about my uncle. He was just like, this is what I'm into. This is what I like. I don't give a shit what you think. And I was like, fair play. It doesn't make it less funny. And,
no, absolutely.
He completely got he didn't really understand what I was saying about like, but you're getting excited for a guy dressed as a dolphin or whatever it was. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it either.
So honestly, you see Barney.
That's
you see Barney, the purple dragon. You're just like, right,
banging My Little Pony in the corner or something like that, you know? You know what I mean? Keep him away from the Tweedies, man. You know what I mean? Bloody hell.
So if you and your missus ever run out of hobnobs, there you go. Get yourself some costumes.
That's it.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yep. Don't put that tail in the wash because you know what will happen.
Exactly.
Oh, my word.
See, I'm just thinking it would get in the way, though, right? Because it must be like this 100%. Quite clunky, wiry sort of thing with just fur stuck to it. Would that not just get in the way?
Yeah, that's a hazard. It could poke your eye out.
Living on the edge.
the thrill of danger.
I know.
Oh, my
Any minute
word.
you could be blinded by a piece of metal to the eye.
It. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. That's what gets them off. Oh, bloody hell. That's too funny, mate. That's
so weirdly, for about 2 weeks after, all my Google history was, so what the hell happened to fur meats? And I swear it was just because every single search that I did was literally just gatherings of people. Yeah, we're just going to meet up. We have a bit of a party, bit of music on. Yeah, just good old time. So it was just this one group. So my initiation
this renegade group that's taking it to the next level.
I know. There's always someone, isn't there? You come along with something innocent, and then just people take it too far. That's why we can't have anything in life. Just people go too far.
That's right, mate. That's right. They've taken it completely left field. You know what I mean? It's just extreme. Oh my word! There must have been some mix-up at some point. Like honestly, like I'm thinking, like he's probably found out about a Fermi and he's just been kicked out for trying it on with other people dressed in fur or something. Do you know what I mean? There must have been an event where he might have got his lines a bit crossed, but bloody hell, I can't even imagine like how that even works. That's what I'm baffled about. I don't even understand.
Well, not even that. How do you work out which one of these furry costume animals does it for you? Pigeon? No, not into pigeons. No. You know,
that's right.
Kangaroo?
Not sexy enough.
Nope. Sexy kangaroo.
That giraffe looks good.
No.
Oh, that is amazing story for the pod, but Jesus, that's
we're still going to get in trouble for this, you know.
100%. Yeah, no, but we'll take it. We'll take it, not a problem. I was going to say, just to round off the show, and maybe you can go into episode 3 if we're lucky enough to get there after this episode.
I think it's we were discussing about this earlier about whether we should like stagger the episodes or put them all up in one go. I think we just chuck them all up in one hit. That way we can either get completely banned or we'll get past
straight away. Yeah, straight away. Yeah, it doesn't prolong the madness. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, look, the way I see it is, the fans are getting exactly what they got in the first one.
No, they didn't. Nobody signed up.
They did sign. They did. They're getting. Yeah, this is what I know what they want. They want
it's
this
life.
filth.
It's life.
Absolutely, man. And now look, we educating. If you didn't know about fur meats before, you know about fur meats now. Just don't Google it. Or if you want to Google it, please Google it and let us know your thoughts.
Just not in work time. You're going to get a lot of angry emails. You know that.
That's right. Not safe for work.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So I'm thinking like your Google search history must have been absolutely mad. What is a fur meat? Who is invited to a fur meet?
But if you Google that, right, it just comes up with all the innocent stuff, right?
It's
Which is
normal stuff. Yeah, it's just
where I got lost in this. I was just like, hang on a minute. If you search this, it's just people like thumbs in the air, giving the rock and roll sign, standing out the front of a hotel.
It's like a fancy dress thing, right? Yeah, absolutely. Just dressed up and go.
But I heard this is like the Comic-Con on steroids. That takes your comment last week to a whole new level. Forget the cocaine off of actual humans. This takes it up a notch.
What horny
off the snout,
fancy dressing,
snout off a furry pig.
Oh bloody hell! Oh shit, that is brilliant. Oh my days. Oh, that's brilliant. I was going to say, okay, I'll tell you what. What is? I think next week, right? What we'll do, we'll talk about reality TV shows, but to give everyone a little taste, right? What do you think of Love Island?
I've no idea what it is. Actually, let me rephrase that. I've walked in on my missus watching it. And all I see is people that look much fitter than me, not jealous at all. Yeah. People that do turn up to the gym and don't eat too many hot knobs. Right?
That's right, exactly that.
Just crying about everything. If I missed something.
Well, I'll tell you what. So we'll do a full episode on this lot next week, right? So basically what I can say is, for anyone that's been living under a rock for the last couple of years, Love Island is a ITV2 produced show, which features around, I think it's about 12 singles that get put into a villa. It's called Love Island, and popular to contrary belief, it's not a video by the Irish Tourism Board. It's actually
Love Island.
That is. That is a great dad joke, Si. Honestly, I'm so proud of that one.
To a new level.
Absolutely. I'm bringing it back up, baby.
Getting it on for 6 weeks straight.
Yeah, so contrary to popular belief,
while they're listening to Shamrock. Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's not a video promoting tourism in Ireland, but yeah, no, it's about 12 or so singles at the beginning, thrusted into a villa up in Spain, I believe, and their objective is to find love. And what the producers want is every week for people to couple up with each other and basically go through trials and tribulations, and the end stage is to find love with the winning couple, and they get I think they get £50,000, £25,000 each, and but what the producers want, they don't want love, they want to see the drama. So every week they'll chuck in they call it a bombshell, which is like a sexy lady or a very fit guy to just go in and fuck shit up.
This is not sounding like a nice romantic show. You were saying going through the trials and bombshells. This is Hunger Games. I was watching it the other day.
It's like the horny Hunger Games. You know what I mean?
Is in there just like murderizing people. She gets 25 grand at the end of it. Her and Peter standing there at the end.
You know what it is? Honestly, mate, it is like that. I mean, the producers don't want peace. They want problems, man. They want people to go in there. They want ladies to snatch other guys from other ladies. They want the men to turn the heads of these ladies. And yeah, it's just it is quite funny. So my missus watches it, right? So I'm sadly I'm into it as well, which is quite funny. But I'll tell you what, the first time I watched it, right, I remember when I was working at my previous workplace back in, I don't know how long this was, 7-8 years ago, and it was actually a minority in the office that used to talk about it. So one of my supervisors actually used to be like to people, oh, have you seen Love Island? Did you see, like, I couldn't believe what happened last week? And I'll be like, what the hell was Island? What the hell was that? So I remember, I think the Euros or the World Cup was on at that time. The match had just finished quite late in the evening, and I realised Love Island was on, so I switched it over. I might have missed the first couple of minutes. Sorry, no word of a lie, mate. All I saw was two blokes, right? Buff blokes, right? Like you could tell they've been going to the gym. They got the tan going on. They're sitting on two sun lounges and they're talking absolute bollocks for like 3 minutes straight. And I was just like, fuck you know, surely this isn't that show that everyone's talking about. Is brilliant to watch. And I was like, all right, you know what? Okay, I'll give it another minute. Again, two lads just whining on about something. I couldn't even understand.
Hang on a minute, mate. You've got two idiots on a podcast that have been talking for just over an hour.
Oh, that's fine. You know, that's absolutely fine. But you know what it is? Like we're not on national TV yet, mate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, honestly, it was literally that, and I couldn't really understand because at least we make. I think we make sense when we talk, right? These two are just waffling on about something. I turned it off, mate. I said, nah, you know what? It's not for me. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. So I didn't watch it that whole year. And then, lo and behold, next year, it comes around again. And where it was a minority before in the office talking about it, now it's like a majority. So there was like girls and guys talking about it. So I thought, okay, let me give it a go. Last year it didn't work out. Let me try from the beginning. Maybe it'll make more sense. And I watched it from the beginning, and I'm ashamed to say it was actually very entertaining. I got the concept of the show from the beginning. And there's a guy called what's his name? Ian Sterling, I think his name is. He's a comedian actually, and he's actually doing all the dad jokes as a narrator behind the scenes, and he's absolutely hilarious. Some of the jokes fly over my missus' head, but I catch every single one, and it's so funny. And it is actually entertaining. Once you get the concept of the show, it's actually pretty good, but the thing about the show is you don't necessarily have to win the game show to be successful. And let me tell you what that means. I've seen people that have gone on there and they've been voted off the island or they've been kicked out because of a decision made by some of the islanders. But they've gone on to just have modelling contracts with like Boohoo and Pretty Little Thing, like all these newer companies. They'll be just become influencers and become modelling models, but it's basically just modelling new clothes and stuff. So yeah, most people see it as a platform to just go on there, get some exposure, come back out, become a celebrity. Boom, done. So yeah, I'd if you can, right, I'd say watch an episode with your missus and let me know what you think, and we can tell our listeners what you think.
Anyway, back to this trials, right? So I get it for self promotion, make a bit of money, fine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
I think that's what it is for.
Lay out the premise of the show. So,
yeah,
a bunch of people rock up. Right, day one. What happens on day one?
Right, so you have all the girls lined up, or you have all the guys lined up, right? And it's usually about 6 at the beginning. 6 girls, 6 guys.
Do they get conkers fired at them? This doesn't sound like
No, absolutely. That's something more entertaining.
Where's your mate that got hit by a van? He would be in the trials, eh?
He would do really well, right?
He would be fantastic, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first meeting is all done by attraction. So you walk. So the first girl or guy walks in. They'll see the 6 girls, 6 guys. They'll see which one they like, and they go stand behind them. And boom, they're a couple for the next week. The trials and tribulations come when they have challenges, or when they chuck in a new bird or a woman. Whoops, that comes in and tries to steal that man. And I think one of the rules is if they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. Like, you can't say no. So I think the producer said, look, someone wants to come talk to you, even though you're in a nice little couple over there, you have to go speak to that person. And that's when you see people flirting, getting a little bit inside their heads. And then they've come up with so many phrases like heads turned and stuff like that. That's where the trials and tribulations are. Then they have challenges like every couple of days to do something else. So they get taken out of the villa to like a little set up place, and they got like, it's normally just for the camera, like slow motion, things are jiggling left, right, center. And yeah, it is quite crazy. It's quite crazy. But what I found out, right, Si, this is interesting. A bit of a conspiracy theory here, because most couples on there that have done really well and nearly got to the end, right? They're a couple. But 6 months later, for most of them, just 6 months later, they break up. And it's almost like they have a contract to say, right, you guys are in the final of Love Island. You guys cannot break up for minimum 6 months. And if you do, you don't get any money or something like that, because it happens. Every single couple breaks up around 6 months after they won.
So this is literally the Hunger Games. Have you seen that film? So they have to pretend to
No,
be
do you know
married
what?
all
I
the way
haven't.
through it to appease the people.
Yeah.
I reckon you would need to watch that and then watch this show and then exactly that. But my thing is, you're talking about the sort of the arguments and trials and tribulations. When does the IKEA furniture come out? You get bloke with a woman
Oh,
building
can you
some-
imagine?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
you're
To be
sitting
fair,
on the lounges.
the whole island. I was gonna say the whole island looks like it was done by IKEA. To be fair, it's quite fresh, funky. It's like, yeah. Oh my word.
So this, what was it you say? It was Channel 4. So this,
This is ITV2.
yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So they want to have them fighting, don't they? Day one, right? Build a wardrobe. They'll be throwing stand at each other.
She's like, "What the fuck is this?" It's called a spanner. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's like it's a bit like Big Brother mixed in with, because they're mic'd up all the time and the cameras are on around the villa. They're not allowed to go outside the villa either. So, and people get voted off all the time through public votes, or all the couples vote, like who to kick out and stuff like that. So it is literally like a glorified Big Brother, but with the love kind of aspect chucked into it. So but yeah, no, it's interesting, mate. Honestly, when I got my social media, when it's on, plastered all over my Twitter, all over my Instagram, it is huge. It is massive nowadays.
I'm sitting there in shock, mate.
Yeah, honestly, mate, it's huge.
I said to you last time, I've never really understood Love Island. I mean, I get the stuff on. Don't get me wrong, like the SAS Who Dares Wins thing. I've got. I've got a place that in my head that I can watch, and that doesn't bother me too much because it's real people getting stuck in and stuff. And even to get on that show, you have to be something, right?
100%. That shit's hard as nails, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
They're walking for miles with massive weights and stuff. Yes, there are arguments and whatever. But yeah, Love Island. Speaking of SAS, actually, I watched one the other day. The new stuff, not so much, but the older ones. I caught the one. I think there was a comedian on there. Always the comedians. And it makes me laugh when they break, because it's supposed to be quite a serious show, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And when the people sort of break through that barrier a little bit, I can't. So this guy went down and they sort of, have you seen the show?
Do you know what? I watched one episode. I think it was a few years back, though, not recently.
Right. So what they do is they go through all the trials. A few people get kicked off and stuff, and then at any time really, the people that run it kind of go in there, call out your name, put a hoodie over your head, and they try and have a little bit of an interview to sort of figure out who you are, right? And it's usually some sort of story like, why are you here? Oh, my kid and parent, blah, 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 all the good stuff. But there was this comedian in there, and he properly got me. I couldn't stop laughing. He goes something like, why are you here and stuff? I hear you're a comedian, right? And I don't know if he'd set this joke up ready. I don't know. But so the two people that were interviewed in and him, right? And they go, tell us the joke then. And he said this joke was crap, right? And they completely
hard under pressure.
Yeah, but they completely deadpanned him, right? But I think he was prepared for it, because one of them said, "So you think that was funny, do you?" And he said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I think the pressure got to me. I'm used to playing to a smaller audience." And there was only two of them in the room.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
And I couldn't work out if he completely set up the first one, knowing the second line was coming, or if he was just had that ready.
Maybe he's on the spot. You never know. Yeah. Oh, fun. Oh, imagine having to tell a joke in such a hostile environment.
I know.
Oh, my mind will go blank. Oh, they said, all right, I got a gun to your head. Make me laugh or you die. I'm dying. I don't know what to do. Oh, mate. Oh,
see, the other thing is, right, you're exactly right. So he's standing in front of literally two trained killers. Now, I appreciate it's a TV show, but these aren't, they're not like me and you that are a bit soft and squidgy. These are guys that have been training for like 15, 20 years to murderize people. Tell me a joke. Man.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Make me laugh. Fatty. Immense pressure.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 2 of the JTS 51 podcast. I don't know if you can tell, but me and Si are very, very proud of our work, and we think it's the best podcast in the world. And if you don't think so, that's on you, I'm afraid. That's got nothing to do with me or Si.
Way to reel in the audience.
I can't wait to come
You
back to
sound
this.
like an ex-lover.
Like a bitter ex.
It's not me. It's all you.
It's not me, Bruce. And thank you so much for listening, guys. Honestly, this is, on a personal note, this is just 2 guys that are really enjoying doing a podcast, and we hope we keep you entertained, and we hope episode 2 keeps you entertained, and we can't wait to bring you more filth, unadulterated filth like this in episode 3. Thank you so much for listening, and please like, subscribe, as our message in the outro will let you know what to do as well. Thank you.
Take care, all. We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the JTS 51 podcast. For more epic content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future episodes.